Art history is for you, and if you ever wanted to learn the basics but didn't know where to start, this is the video for you. Most of you know me from my series on French sociologist Pierre Bourdieu, and throughout that series, art has always been a major theme. But I didn't grow up surrounded by art. In fact, it's taken me a lot of effort even just to get a basic understanding. So today I'm sharing with you what I've learned in hopefully a non-intimidating, non-pretentious way. Starting with the Renaissance period. I know we're skipping a lot, but we only have 3 minutes. We have names you're probably familiar with. Leonardo da Vinci, Michelangelo. In the Renaissance, we see humanism, the belief that human experience and beauty matter. Before this, we had medieval art, which was flat and made for God. Renaissance was the shift from divine to human. In this era, Italian artist Brunelleschi proved that parallel lines converge at a vanishing point. This realization helped create a system for the illusion of 3D space on a flat surface. It's often said that Renaissance paintings feel like windows, and it was when we learned to see the world clearly. Now in the Baroque period, we go from calm and balanced to really dramatic and theatrical scenes. This era sprung as the Catholic Church wanted art that moved people back to faith, so this was their form of propaganda. The art was about overwhelming the senses, light versus dark, intense emotion. Possibly the most notable artist out of this era, Caravaggio invented tenebrism, which was the extreme contrast between light and dark. He would paint almost entirely in shadow except for a single dramatic light source, like a spotlight. One word to describe this period: intensity. We learned to feel the world intensely. The Impressionism era was a rejection of everything leading up to it. Before Impressionism, art was precise and idealized. But Impressionists like Monet and Renoir said, let's paint the fleeting moment. This is my favorite era, by the way. Instead of perfect anatomy, historical subjects, and invisible brushstrokes, this era opted for visible brushstrokes and pure color side by side, meaning no blending. No more religious scenes. These artists wanted to paint Parisian cafes and train stations and gardens. The focus was on things like how light changes and how water reflects, the color shifts from morning to evening. In this era, we learned to capture the fleeting moment. In abstract expressionism, this is the first time we see art not really representing anything. Influenced by the likes of existential philosophers like Sartre and Camus, who said life has no inherent meaning. You have to create it for yourself. The focus of art was shifted onto the painting itself. Nowhere is this more evident than with Mark Rothko's color fields, where he painted large fields of color to evoke emotion and transcendence. This era was a rejection of representation, saying instead the painting itself was the subject. We started to express feeling itself. You have no idea the amazing stories I have to tell from each era that I found while researching this video. And in future videos, I want to give each era its own video, maybe even each artist its own video. So if that sounds interesting to you, please like and follow, and let me know what you think in the comments.